That's the bastard right there, curled up in the fetal position like a little fucking baby. Piss drunk, the stench of cow shit on his clothes, and no doubt whiskey and beer coat his breath. We have reasons for being so misguided, sure. And don't get me wrong here, I don't mind a reasonable amount of trouble. But Keith was becoming a monster.
What would Mom and Dad say if they seen you like this?
Keith still blamed me for our mother's death when she died giving birth to me.
Killed her. You're a fucking piece of work, you know that?
Our father committed suicide 6 years later. Every day was the same bullshit. Keith getting pissed drunk, and I would end up taking care of the shit storm left behind. The local police began showing up lately looking for Keith, questioning him about an attack on 2 women at the bar. I can only imagine he was behind it. Sick fuck. But like a fool, I covered for him every time. Every time I brought up the issue, Keith would get violent, and most mornings I woke with cuts and bruises and dried blood on my lips. It was only a matter of time before I grew tired of Keith's abuse and knew the only way out of this life I was trapped in was to remove Keith. That afternoon while working on the acreage, I sliced my hand open on the hay bales doing the work that he was too busy for. And any mistake that I made or any accidents that happened, Keith would always beat the shit out of me as if it was a lesson for screwing up. That was it, right there. I had had enough. It had to end. I found Keith in the barn, parched up against the bales of hay I just finished stacking. Slobber dripping from his mouth. The smell of puke was strong, and I could tell he'd pissed himself. And I'll admit, it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. His body was limp and difficult to drag across the grass. The entire event had begun to make me uneasy, and I started feeling sick. I began having second thoughts, and as cyanide filled my lungs, I thought of how ironic and pathetic this entire series of events really was. Has it really come to this? Murdering my own brother? Did he deserve it? I don't know. But I wasn't gonna let any fucking pig make that decision. It would be a slap on the wrist, and he's a hazard to anyone around him. This is gonna be something I had to take care of myself.
Hey, buddy.
After that day, I never saw Keith again, and the police continued showing up asking for him. But I didn't have to lie. I didn't know where he was. Keith was out of my life, and that was all that mattered. But if I ever see that scumbag again, I'll finish what I started.